red dot goes. You bang.
You bang.
You bang.
You bang.
Someone speak first, so I don't have to edit this shit out.
So, boys, what'd you think of Justice League?
Wait, we saw Justice League?
I saw Thor Ragnarok. I don't know about you guys.
I saw Coco. I thought that was pretty good.
I want to die.
All right, how about on the count of three? We haven't talked about Justice League at all. All right, on the count of three, we're gonna say in like 2 words or less what we thought of the movie. All right, 1, 2, 3.
It was fucking awful!
What the fuck did I just watch?
I mean, I thought it was all right. I didn't.
All right.
Okay.
Serious mode.
In all seriousness?
In all seriousness.
In all seriousness, is that what you fucking just said?
I actually kind of love this movie. It's not perfect. It has bad CGI. It is very fast-paced.
We'll get to the CGI in a second.
It's very fast-paced. It does not take a breather. And you know, it's just... it feels like a chunk of the movie was cut out.
Yeah.
But I loved it at the same time, and I feel fucking why.
Okay. It was a lot better than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be fucking garbage.
I'm in the same boat as...
yeah, like I thought it was going to be... I don't think I expected it to be worse than Batman vs. Superman, but about the same.
Yeah,
on the same bar as Batman Superman.
Yeah, with DC's track record's either hit or miss. Like, for example, you know, Wonder Woman was the shining star in the endless darkness that was Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. Now, I know there's people out there that like that movie, and, you know, more power to you. If you
Take away less fucking power. This piece of shit movie sucked.
Anyway, I thought this
garbage.
movie was okay. I didn't think it was spectacular. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was good. I thought it was okay. It's a fun action movie, and it has a very weak story, I will say that, but the characters help with that, because without likable characters, then this movie probably would have been a big failure.
My honest opinion on the movie, I'm kind of in the same boat with Dylan, to be honest. I walked away from this movie, and I can honestly say that I think I loved the fucking movie. Like,
I should explain my thing is that they nailed the characters right. We finally now have a movie with Batman how he is from the comics. Superman, especially I never hated Cavill's Superman. I always thought, yeah, he looks the part. But they just never wrote him right.
Yeah,
but they fucking did it now. Like they did it. They did it. And like Flash was great. Cyborg started out rough, but then he became really cool in the end. Aquaman, even though some of his more dude bro moments were like kind of cringe for me, he was awesome also. Like I liked how more stoic they gave him being more stoic than I thought he would be, and little hints of his past, you know.
Yeah, Aquaman was definitely the weakest of the bunch there. I definitely agree with that.
Who's your favorite?
Probably Wonder Woman. I thought she was my favorite out of the movie. It was not.
I liked them all. I mean, Aquaman, I agree, he had cringe moments, but I liked them all. I thought they were all pretty well
Barry
developed.
had more cringe moments than Aquaman.
Really? I loved Barry.
I liked his awkwardness.
I liked his awkwardness, but there were just some jokes that either I saw in the trailer, so I just didn't really laugh, or it just didn't really. A lot of it just didn't really sit right with me. Like a lot of it felt really forced. Are you telling me to shush right now?
No, you'll notice later.
Okay.
But like, would it be bad if I said my favorite characters are actually Batman and Superman, like as a tie?
No.
No.
Would it
Not
like?
at all.
I liked all of them. I really do.
I can understand Batman, but Superman was so hardly in the movie.
He was more in the movie than I thought he would be. In all honesty.
I thought
I
he'd
expected
be
him
in
to just come in
a
at the
lot
last
more.
minute.
Yeah. I thought so too.
He had a bigger role than I expected.
I don't like all these people. I expected it to be just as bad as Batman versus Superman with all these people, you know, like going into the movie, all these people said, oh, well, if you're a fan of the comics, you might like it. And it's like, oh no, that's what they said about Batman versus Superman. But
fans of the comics didn't like that movie much. I liked it to an extent, but I will say that is a very not good movie.
It's garbage. it's hot garbage. But this is actually a good movie, and I think the reason they did that.
It's an entertaining movie. I wouldn't say it's a good movie.
Yeah,
I would say it's a good movie
entertaining.
because I think the way I judge whether or not a movie is good is if it accomplished what it set out to do. And this movie is just a lighthearted. I mean, they have like this weird thing where the first 3 movies in their DC universe were really, really like gritty and dark, and it was almost like joyless. But this one's the complete opposite of that, and I think that's why it works so well for me. And I because of that, because of how funny and how little it takes itself seriously, I can look past the CGI was fucking awful.
Oh yeah.
It looked
awful.
like a 2013 video.
No,
game.
Cyborg.
I think he looked bad.
He looked bad in some shots, but he looked really great in some other. Very inconsistent.
When it was darker out, he looked better. Honestly, I
that
think it's
scene
'cause
where
they
he's
hid
moving
the
his
CG.
hands like on the table and stuff looked fucking real.
Well,
to
that's
me.
that stuff was fine, but when they actually reveal his whole look, it just doesn't look all that
Steppenwolf.
convincing.
Steppenwolf looked fucking terrible. He looked
was
like
also a
he
terrible
looked
villain,
like
in
a
my
fucking cutscene.
But I
From a
understand
video game.
Steppenwolf's not a great villain. I understand that.
Yeah.
But did you? He's I mean, he's not as great as Loki, but like he's there to service this plot.
Yes.
And he shouldn't be the big great villain.
He's not. The point of the movie is to unite the Justice League. It's
Yeah.
not to defeat Steppenwolf.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, you could take Steppenwolf out, and it wouldn't really affect the movie all that much.
Well, actually, it would because he's the whole point, driving force of them coming together. You fucking idiot.
Hey, no. The point of them coming together is because they had a fucking $300 million budget, and with that $300 million, they're gonna make $1 billion fucking dollars with the movie Justice League. You dumb cunt.
Boom, baby, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, you should.
Jesus, no.
Well,
Can we talk about the soundtrack with the Danny Elfman and John Williams Batman Superman themes?
well,
Not
I
as
can
utilized.
because I've actually listened to it outside the movie. You can't really hear the
Yeah.
main gist of the Batman theme in the movie because of sound effects, or maybe it was the theater we're in. Maybe it'll be better on home video. I don't know.
Maybe.
But it sounds great, but it doesn't last very long.
No, it honestly.
You've heard it though.
If I wasn't
Yeah.
looking for it, I would have not heard
You
it.
sent it to me. Yeah.
Especially the Superman theme. Like, I can kind of hear it. Like, I can kind of be like, oh yeah, dun dun dun, when he fucking punches Steppenwolf. But I did not hear it at all during the Flash scene where he looks at the Flash.
that
even-
scene
even-
was great. 'Cause
It
I
was a-
laugh-
that was a great
That was a
scene.
really good scene.
But then when he does the dun-dun-dun-dun, or that's the Batman theme. When he did
Oh my
that
God,
Superman-
Batman! Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God, it's Superman! Dun, 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 dun.
But I did say out of context to you, Christian, it didn't sound that great.
Yeah.
But in the movie, it fit perfectly.
It
I
did.
think.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
It
about
served
the.
its purpose.
I didn't even know about the first time, where he punches Fat. I didn't hear that part. I only heard the
No.
Steppenwolf part. But
I didn't even know, to be honest with you.
I wish they would have utilized those themes a little more. I think they could have played on the nostalgia of me a little bit more with this movie. I was expecting to like get chills, and I kind of did with Batman. You're getting that camera really close to my face, but pretty much they did a good job, right? I think they did a good job with this movie. You know what? It was Zack Snyder, but you can tell Zack Snyder made a 4-hour movie, and they trimmed it down. They trimmed off the fat. They got a nice fillet out of this giant fucking 16-ounce T-bone, where the rest of it just burnt crap. They got a nice little fillet, and they threw the crap onto the DVD extra features.
There's our cooking video.
Yeah.
well, let's hope the Blu-ray comes with an extended edition like Batman v Superman. And
I think it's the perfect length. I hope that doesn't fucking happen.
You know,
I hope it happens because I would love to see more of
I
this
will say,
fucking
this
movie.
movie's 2 hours
Dylan,
with credits, and it's perfect.
you are onto something when you say the movie was really fast-paced, but at the same time, I also feel that didn't really hinder the movie too much because it got straight to the point instead of taking too much time to just have slower moments, which, you know, in a movie like, say, where it's just Superman, like, for example, Man of Steel, you probably need those moments, but when it's like an entire group of
They do
heroes-
devote their slower moments to where they
Yeah.
need to be.
Yeah,
like
where
with
it needs to be.
Superman meeting his mom and Lois again.
Yeah.
I appreciated that.
Can we talk about weird scenes? Like, for example, when he sees his mom again, How do you follow it up and go straight to whatever?
Yeah, it was an emotional. Like I was like, it was like an actual emotional moment where I was kind of like, this is good, and then it just abruptly
it cuts
ends,
to the fucking
and it
villain.
goes to the fucking climax of the movie.
It's just what the
Like-
fuck?
It was like in the span of 30 seconds, you have the emotional Kansas scene with his mom, and then you go to Steppenwolf, and it's so abrupt. It's like, oh yeah, okay, all right, I'm out of that moment.
People are going to probably
I can stop
question.
being sad.
People are going to probably question, like, how did Superman know to go there? Well, 2, in the trailers, someone comes to Alfred and says, they said you'd come. Which now we know, from the context they resurrected Superman, that obviously they know that Superman would come, and of course Alfred would tell them. 2, Superman has super hearing. So
Yeah, no, he's
that was loud
everything in
as
the world.
fuck, so-
Right? Like, I think
he actually used his freeze breath finally
Yeah.
in this
Took him long
chronology.
enough.
I thought some of the lines Superman said were cheesy, but in the best way possible. I thought that it was like they finally encapsulated the not shitty and gritty Batman, Superman, Man of Steel, Batman, but an actual comic Superman, like you said. Like he's actually Superman and not gay boy. All right, he's not fucking.
He's not Boy Scout.
Yeah, he's not Boy Scout. No, he is Boy Scout.
Well, he is Boy Scout, but he's
But
not
he's
like,
not-
I'm
he's
gonna
not-
fucking rip your head off,
No,
son.
he's a good Boy Scout. He's not the scoutmaster that's gonna molest you.